Hey, everybody, this is Robert and Chris of Southern Fried Podcast. For those of you who don't know, Chris he's been our helper for a while now,
Yes,
uh,
sir.
and we're glad to have him here as a part of the show. Uh, Today is July 13th, 2024, and we've just had somebody taking shots at Donald Trump. Um, I'll tell you what we do know. We do know that he is alive
Hmm.
and he has been taken to the hospital. He's going to be fine. We do know that there were two fatalities, one including the shooter and an audience member. And current reports are that there is one person that's critically in a critical condition. We don't know anything else about that or have any other information on that right now.
Right.
Um, y'all, this is absolutely horrible.
Yes.
And I said this on my recording that I put out before we went live. And y'all, we need some major prayer in this country.
Major.
Uh, some of the posts that are coming in are pretty amazing, in my opinion. Uh, uh, President Joe Biden is going to be speaking. Uh, he also said that he's grateful that Donald Trump is safe following the shooting. Now, this happened in Pennsylvania. For those of you who don't realize where it happened at, and I'm sorry, I'm a little bit stumbly because I was out in the middle of the field mowing
Yeah.
when I,
It's a sad day for our country. It's a really sad day. Really
it
sad
is
day.
so sad. I mean, it's just strips this kind of action just strips the democracy right out of a democracy.
Yes.
It's just someone that makes their own decisions to do this, and oh my goodness,
Yes.
uh, I am grateful that Joe Biden said I am praying for him and his family and for all those who were at the rally as we await further information. They're grateful to the Secret Service for getting him to safety. And he also said there is no place for this kind of violence in America. We must unite as one nation to condemn it. And really and truly, I mean, we're not political. We talk about issues, but we don't talk
Right.
politics.
Right.
But he's absolutely right on that. We do need to unite to condemn it. This is absolutely no place for this junk. Um, my goodness.
No.
But um, is so for anybody that wants to hear or wants to hang out with us, whatever, y'all come on in. Uh, Chris, you know how to pull that up?
I'm working on it. Working on it here. I've got our live stream pulled up on YouTube. And folks, we just want to say, if you haven't heard the news yet, if you're just now tuning in, that President Trump was shot at today. It's a very sad day for our country. Um, Robert is a veteran. Uh, that you see him on the screen. Um, you know, we're heartfelt Americans here on the Southern Pride Podcast. Yes, we're from the South. Yes, we love the South, but we love America. We love our country. We love our president, Trump, and I'm just very saddened by what I've seen and what I've heard so far. That someone made an attempt on his life today, and we're just blown away here at Southern Fried Podcast. We're blown away with this news, and so we're trying to share it with anybody that hadn't heard it yet. If you guys, like I said, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about the attempt on President Trump's life today.
Yes, and just for the record here, this video or this picture that is circulating everywhere. And can y'all see that picture right there? I
Can.
mean, a quarter of an inch the other to the right there, and he would have been gone. But look at the look of defiance in his face. I mean, my goodness. And the Secret Service were protecting him. They were doing their job, but he was still standing there in front of everybody. That is
Hmm.
amazing.
Yeah,
You know?
it is. He's
uh,
resilient.
yes. I've watched the video on it. I'm not going to air the video on this from here, uh, but it is out there. There is actual video of the shooting itself, and I don't want to air it on here because we really want to keep this children friendly, and I don't want to show those kind of images. But y'all go watch it, and it's President Obama is responding to this. Says, although we don't know exactly what happened, we should all be relieved that former President Trump wasn't seriously hurt, and use this moment to recommit ourselves to civility and respect in our politics. Michelle and I are wishing him a quick recovery. These are, you know, on the other side of the aisle, so to speak, and but still, it's important. This is something that we should pull together as a nation over. There's
Yes.
no business for this.
Yes.
There's no room in this country for this.
That's right.
My goodness.
I think you said it best with pulling together. I really do. I mean, certainly there are people with all kinds of different opinions here in the country, and those that most of us out there don't wish to see any harm done to any president, no matter who it is, no matter what their party is. We don't stand behind that kind of violence. We don't condone that here on our podcast. But it's just, like I said before, it's just a sad day. I'm really saddened by what's taking place. Robert, if you'll send me that link, I'll drop it in the description of our video. That way, if we have any viewers, if you'd like, if you have any viewers that want to click over there and watch it, we can. It's up to you. It's possible to do that.
Let me see. This is from another source. I'm not sure.
I'll tell you what, if you're watching this or you're just now coming across the program, we'll put something down there for you after the stream is over. Even you can come back and look at it if you need a link to go elsewhere to see the video if you wish to see that.
Yeah, let me see if I can. I might be able to do this. No, I'll have to download it, and it's not letting me download it, Bubba.
Okay.
But this is available on Sky News. I think I could share it to Facebook, but I really don't want to put that on that page there.
Right.
So, yeah, let's not do that.
Okay.
But yeah, so many thoughts and emotions are going through me right now. I remember when President Reagan was shot, and that really upset me.
Yeah.
And this right now, I mean, anger and sadness, I guess, like a combination of the two.
Mm-hmm.
This is, it's like they're just stripping something away from this country. Now, there's been all kind of shootings and stuff like that, and we're going to, well, if you don't agree with me, then I'll just shoot you. Yeah, this is not.
Yeah. That mentality has become more and more prevalent in the last 20, 30 years that I've been around watching the news and keeping up with things. And that's not a mentality that we need in this country whatsoever, especially when it comes to our president and members of government,
But
really isn't.
My goodness. Chris, you're our technical guy. Can you tell me how to get to the live feed?
Well, what I did is I opened the tab and just went to the YouTube page, went to our homepage on YouTube. If you're watching out there, you can get there at youtube.com/Hick7070. That's HICK 7070 at Hick 7070.
Okay.
We'll put you there. And on our homepage, you'll see the live feed.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let me move one side. Oh, no, I paused it. I'm sorry, dude. I'm trying here.
Yes.
There we go. Now I can turn it back up. I'm sorry. I didn't want to get double whammied there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
I lost you for a second.
All right.
Folks, if you're seeing this, please pray. Pray for our President Trump. Pray for his family. Pray for his safety. Pray for the safety of those that come to future rallies. Pray for the Secret Service.
Yes.
Pray for the government entities that protect him. This may not be the end of it, Robert. There may be more attempts to come. There may be something on his plane. There could be something, another shooting. There could be a poisoning. There could be so many different avenues that someone who wishes for an assassination might take. And we need to pray that out of existence. if we can. We need to pray against those evil forces that are out there working against us 24/7. We really do.
Yeah. Now David is in here with us in the chat. He said that lots of questions hearing of 2 snipers. And he's asked a question, how does that come to happen? It could have been a bloodbath. And he's absolutely right. It could have been.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt.
Goodness. Y'all, we got to pray.
There's no doubt.
Oh,
David's not live with us, right? He's just watching.
He's just watching.
Okay.
He's stuck right now. He's got to do. I mean, he can't be here, but he's here with us in our hearts, our minds, and our prayers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and this is just absolutely horrible. But he's saying that he's hearing of 2 snipers. He's trying to help us keep up to date too.
Okay.
So that is, I mean, how do they get 2 snipers into an event like this?
That's what I'm wondering as well. That's early news. It may not be confirmed. I don't know.
Right. I mean, none of this is confirmed, of course, but
right.
The only thing that we know for sure is that he did get shot.
Right.
The shooter is dead. An audience member is dead. And there's another person that's still believed to be in a critical condition. That is not confirmed, but it is, I'd say it's probably pretty close to being confirmed if it's not, because, my goodness.
I'm trying to confirm the number of snipers on the internet here in another tab, and I'm seeing where the Australians are saying that 2 people were actually killed, and Trump was evacuated. But I've not seen anything as to how many snipers were present. But there were multiple gunshots. There are 2 people killed, according to Australia news. And one thing out there, the Southern Fried Podcast, we're going to always bring you the best news that we can find. Okay, we're going to tell you with true honesty. We're going to tell you from reliable sources. There are all kinds of entities out there that are reporting on this right now. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of things being reported and a lot of things being printed and being put on the internet right now as we speak. But you'll behoove yourself if you'll take a minute to go look at what the British say and what the Australians say, because those guys report U.S. news without, without censorship so much censorship. They'll say things that the American news won't allow sometimes, and you can get a pretty good idea of what's going on if you frequent some of those news outlets as well.
But this is a point in time where it's just shock and awe. You would never think that this is something that's going to happen in our country.
Yes,
but it has happened. And look, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. It doesn't matter which elected politician it was. It doesn't matter who's running. Whether you agree with them or not, this is totally unacceptable.
Yes.
If it, everybody's divided themselves on these 2 sides between Democrats and Republicans. Mm-hmm. And this is where this amount of hatred has gotten us. I don't have to bring in my political views on this. I'd be just as upset if you could put Biden's picture up there in the same place. I'm going to be just as upset.
Right.
Nobody has the right to do this. And we need some prayers big time.
We do. We certainly do. I'll be praying tonight along with my wife, Robert, and we'll be praying with you as well. And we certainly do need prayers at this time. We certainly do.
But I am, anybody that wants to come in and talk to us, come on in. Right now, it's just us and David. Doesn't matter, because we're going to post this later on, because this is a telling moment in our nation's history.
It is.
This is a former president. He's running for re-election, and then he gets shot.
Yeah.
Fortunately, he is okay.
Fortunately so, yes. Praise the Lord.
And it's saying that there's an audience member that is not okay, and that is so sad. I mean, they went to see somebody they supported politically and got shot for it.
Yep.
Yep.
They woke up this morning and had no idea they were going to a Trump rally. They were going to root on, or hopefully the next president, and never thought that their life would be ended today.
No,
their family members. This is just terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
This posted here 1 minute ago.
Mm-hmm.
Biden says Trump is doing well and plans to speak with him shortly. He's giving a televised statement. He said he's trying to get a hold of former President Trump, who is with his doctors. So apparently he is doing well. I plan on talking to him shortly, I hope, when I get back to the telephone. He says there's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. It's sick. And he is absolutely right.
I can agree with him on that for sure.
Yes. And this posted, that was 2 minutes ago.
I'm going to pull up Twitter while you're looking there too.
Absolutely. Says the shooting at rally in Pennsylvania is being investigated as an assassination attempt on Donald Trump's life. That's what the law enforcement officials have told the press. So that is straight from the law enforcement. Let's see. What else do we have here? I'm not going to play too much of that. Trump, 11 minutes ago, Trump campaign bars staff from speaking. The campaign is a complete communications lockdown, according to a message sent by a staffer, James Blair. He's the political director for the Trump campaign and the Republican National Committee. Everything is okay, Blair wrote. We have no details to share at this time, but we'll follow up as soon as there's more information. He says he went to speak with the press, even on background or off the record, will be found and terminated immediately. They don't want nobody talking about it.
Yeah, I'm seeing that Twitter it seems to be crashed. I don't know if it's working for other people. That's the new X platform that where Elon Musk bought Twitter. It's impossible to log in. The page just constantly refreshes and refreshes and refreshes. What we could be seeing there is like back when the planes crashed into the Twin Towers. I was on the internet on the computer, and I tried immediately. My sister called me. I tried to go to the internet to see that. I went to several different news outlets: Fox, CBS, CNN, a bunch of them, and they were all overloaded and all crashed. All the websites were crashed. So in a case like this, what sometimes the platform might do is they might keep your higher level accounts, like your president, Obama, Biden, Trump. They'll keep some of those accounts open while they lock down everything else. So it's not used either for security purposes. So it's not used as communications in between, say, active shooters or other people that are involved or what have you. Sometimes that happens, depending on the enormity of the event.
Well, I understand what Blair was saying. James Blair, who is, and what they're saying there with the Trump campaign. They don't want any misinformation out there. They don't want any rumors started.
Right.
Mr. Blair went on to say to all the staff there, your personal safety is of the utmost importance. Please exercise extreme caution during this time. Pray, remain vigilant, and be strong. And that is something great for everybody to keep in mind. Yes. And he also concluded with, we will make America great again. So it looks like Mr. Trump is okay. And he's just fine. But this is absolutely. I'm gonna put this picture up again. so everybody can see it. And I'm going to put this up every once in a while because I think this is the look on his face of just out and out defiance. You know,
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
I mean, and he doesn't know that he's bloodied up like that. But just to be able to stand there and hold his fist up, that is amazing. And oh man, this is just it's sad. It really does make me want to cry. It really does.
It does. It does.
And
It
I,
does.
it, no matter who it was, if it had been Biden, Trump, uh, Kamala Harris, anybody, they're elected officials.
Right.
We elect people in this country. We don't try to shoot them down in the streets or shoot them down in a
Right.
rally and be
Right.
so reckless as to shoot somebody else in the process.
Mm.
I mean, this is just dealing straight out in fear.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep.
all right, here's a post that came up about 10 minutes ago, and I feel like this is going to be kind of important. Misleading and false claims are spread quickly online. Guys, y'all don't believe everything that you're hearing out there. Uh, Look, we're getting straight off news and stuff that's verified. We're not trying to start any conspiracy theories. We're not
Right.
delving into what we think may have happened
Right.
or what we think. We're not doing that.
Correct.
So y'all be careful where you're getting your information from.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's see if they mention any unverified claims. Yeah, it says one of the most quickly emerging and so far unsupported narratives to come out of the incident is that the incident was staged. On X, the word staged became the second highest trending topic immediately after Trump, with over 228,000 posts on the platform using the term. Y'all, I've watched the video. This isn't staged.
Mm-mm.
No. There was some shock there. The first thing you see him do is what happened to my ear. Yeah. I mean that's immediately, and then he went down. He realized what was going on. Um, so I mean, there's no evidence to support any claims that the shooting was staged.
Right.
So, uh, some people claiming without evidence that the weapon used in the incident was a BB gun or a weaker class of firearm. You could
Come
hear
on.
the shots.
You got dead people. I mean, come on.
Yeah, yeah,
BB
you
gun.
can hear the
Really?
shot.
You know, people will say
And,
anything on the internet, guys. People will say anything. And if you're just tuning in, this is I'm Chris. This is Robert. We're with the Southern
yes,
Pride Podcast, and we're talking about Trump being shot at today and how we do not, under any circumstances, condone that or find that entertaining in any way. This is a very sad day for our country, and we're very adamant about the way we feel about it.
okay. Here's some information from David. Uh, some have said now this is we don't know this for fact, but some have said the bullets may have hit the teleprompter, and that may have been what hit Trump. But it's too early. It's all early and but so
Mm-hmm.
close.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, he did
There'll be
comment on
details
the
coming out
pictures.
for days about this. I'm sure. They'll get to the bottom of this pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
This is the top
Um,
guy in the country that you're talking about. They'll get to
David
this
said,
quick.
"Thank God this was not JFK all over again," and that is absolutely correct. That would have been horrible. Uh, Talking about Trump shed blood for America, and he has now. uh, you know, this is, mm, you know, we don't know the circumstances behind the shooter. We don't know. I'm not going to say for sure, but I would assume that there's some kind of mental derangement there. And,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to assume that until otherwise proven. And that is an assumption on my part. Don't take that as news, but in my heart, I have to believe that right now. So I feel like that's important to put out there. We don't, before we, we can be angry and we can be upset, but we don't know anything about the shooter. The fact that we had a attendee that got killed, that upsets me a lot too.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Um, nobody's really pointing any fingers. Well, I'll take that back. Here's huh, uh, uh, it says here, this was posted 2 minutes ago, and y'all, this is coming from Sky News, so I don't want to put that out there, and I'm not trying to steal news from them. I'm just trying to keep you guys informed as best I possibly can. So we have heard political voices from both sides condemn this attack and send their thoughts and prayers to former President Donald Trump, with the usual bipartisanship abating as you would expect. One exception has been Republican firebrand and Trump supporter, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene. But she is very passionate in everything she does, and that doesn't surprise me much.
That's true.
So, let's see. Yes, and he says Donald Trump Jr. said, "I just spoke to my father on the phone, and he is in great spirits." So there you go. That says a lot right there. So apparently he's not in any danger. He's in great spirits. Let's see here. All right.
Robert, I'm gonna probably need to wrap it up a little pretty soon, if it's all right with you.
Okay.
Or at least step away for a little bit. But no, man, I appreciate you having me on. This is we could talk about this and share what information that we have and share it with the viewers out there today. Even if you're watching this a year down the road, 2 years, 3 years down the road,
Yeah.
this is history. This is history books here, just like Ronald Reagan and
Yeah.
J.F. Kennedy, and this is a terrible time of history, a terrible event that has taken place today, and we're full of prayers and thoughts to President Trump and his family, to the folks, to the one or two people that were killed there and their families, and we will be praying for you tonight and continuing those prayers throughout this week and for a long time to come.
Absolutely, and Chris, I think this is a good time to log this.
Okay.
I just want to jump in there and update as we could. Major media is covering this, so we love you guys. We'll be praying.
Absolutely.
We'll post this one up and pray for our country. Pray for Trump. Pray for Biden. Pray for everybody. This is a time where we need prayer.
Yes. Yes. Yes,
Okay?
we do. Yes, we do.
All
Well
right.
said. Well
We
said.
love you guys. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for
Robert.
helping me getting all this stuff set up, and I appreciate it, dude.
Absolutely, guys. If you haven't subscribed to us for future events and things like that, we have a lot of podcasts going on this channel that are really great. We have everything from morning funnies to guests on the show. So be sure to give us a like or subscribe today, and follow us throughout all the good stuff that we've got coming up for you.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Have a
We
good
love
night.
you, and God bless.
Yes, sir.